Good evening, everyone. I hope you're doing really well as always. It's great to see you in, and I hope I have got a good show coming out for you tonight. Let's find out what's going on. It's not just a live show tonight, it is the March Equinox, World Storytelling Day, National Ravioli Day, National Native HIV/AIDS Awareness Day, National Proposal Day, and my channel's 9th birthday today. So really excited. It is 9 years I have been on YouTube today, and I have done a special for my patrons to say thank you very much. So we're going to watch this first.
Shh! I'm hunting fuzz petals. I think I hear one coming.
And there's the flame, so we can see now it is quite a bright orange flame.
Tonight, we will be exploring the boss ML2.
Yeah, so a super shout out to all of my lovely patrons on this, my 9th birthday on YouTube, which is amazing. Right, we have got Ra in, we've got Poo Ninja, William De Silva, Music Therapy Lads, Glenn Bailey, Tolthing Kev, Terry 3Gs, Phil, BC Rich 581, Bam Mothy, Gear Junkie 35, Masher T22, William De Silva, Sean Hockey, who else have we got? Brad Guitar Miller. Wow, my brother Rick Beato is in. Hey man, thank you so much. I should let you all know something in just a moment, but first let's see who else we've got in. Lovely to see you in, Rick. Johnny Love, Trevor Locke, Sean Hockey, Jake Lee Guitar, and James Mears, Chris Franklin, and Dennis. I really hope you enjoyed that. So before we get into the 5 videos I've got coming out for you tonight, I have got a little bit of news. I am going back tomorrow for another EMG test, simply because my speech therapist said that, her report went into my neurologist, so I'm going back to get another EMG tomorrow. So please keep your fingers crossed. If it, well, hopefully it will be good news, but there we go. So we have got a full pack show tonight. I have got, 5 Guns N' Roses videos for you and 2 other videos, but I don't think we're going to have time for that. But tonight is a bit of a Guns N' Roses special because they are touring again this summer, and we can have a quick look at that. And I think it's amazing that they are still going. So let's have a look at the tour schedule. So they're starting off in the US, in Florida. Then they are going to Rio in South America. Then they've got some dates in Mexico. Then they're coming to Europe. They're going to Portugal, Lisbon, then Seville in Spain. They're going to Sweden, Norway, Czechoslovakia, Poland, the Netherlands, France, and then they're going to Dublin, and they've got 3 dates in the UK, and then they're going to Germany, and then Italy, and then Austria, and finally back to Germany again before they shoot over to Australia and New Zealand. Wow, I am so delighted that they're touring again. So if you fancy going to see them, well, I certainly do. And yeah, fingers crossed we'll get to see them live. I'm going to see Queen in June, and I'm really looking forward to that. So I have got you 5 videos tonight, so many videos. Excuse my little speech issue. I think that's why I'm going back for another EMG, and thank you all for that real kind support there. I see everybody saying fingers crossed for you. Thank you, Trevor. All the best, Mike. Sending you positive vibes. Good luck on that. Best of luck. Van Mosley saying my thoughts and prayers are with you. Yep. And then, yay, love a bit of GNR. Yeah, so I have got you lots and lots of videos tonight. Not because I don't want to talk to you, but because it's harder to speak at the moment. So let's go over and check out a video. You can make the decision, okay? Because I have got a video about George Harrison scuppering Slash, or you can have a GNR song credited to all the band, or you can have new material coming from GNR, or you can have the clash between Nirvana and GNR, or you can have Who Left the November Cake Out in the Rain. So you let me know what you want to see first, and the very first thing that comes up, I will play for you. We've also got a video from Gear Street 3, and we will check that out tonight as well. So let me see, what have we got? Why can't they come to Canada? That's a very, very good point. It's a shame, Brian, but hopefully they will go there at some point. Right. Nirvana versus Guns N' Roses is the first one. Okay, let's go for it. Here we go.
Nirvana and Guns N' Roses had a bitter rivalry that lasted for years until it exploded in a vicious shouting match during the 1992 MTV Music Video Awards. Metallica was also caught in the clash, with Cobain telling them, "Axl Rose is effing crazy." Then Courtney Love escalated the fight. Nirvana and Guns N' Roses helped define the sound of the 1990s, but the two never worked together. When Kurt Cobain's band hit the mainstream with the release of Nevermind, GNR's frontman Axl Rose was desperate to work with them. He repeatedly pleaded with the grunge singer to collaborate, but it was an unrequited love. During the 1992 MTV Music Video Awards, the pair finally battled backstage in an unexpected twist. Metallica's lead guitarist Kirk Hammett was caught in the middle. The confrontation has become something of a legend in rock circles, and as the years go on, the story only deepens as more musicians get caught in the mix. Sadly for Rose, Cobain didn't want anything to do with him because he didn't approve of his behavior, according to Hammett. In an interview with Revolver, the guitarist explained, "I remember having to call Kurt up, because we wanted Nirvana to open up the Guns N' Roses and Metallica tour. This came down to me from my manager saying, 'Okay, we've talked to Nirvana's management. They've told us no. Kurt doesn't want to do it, because he doesn't want to be affiliated with Guns N' Roses. He doesn't approve of Axl's behavior.' A long laundry list of stuff, and it's all about Guns N' Roses and Axl. It had nothing to do with Metallica. They loved Metallica. The continual rejection eventually got to Rose, who once got on stage and infamously called Cobain and his wife Courtney Love, effing junkies. He added, 'If the baby is born deformed, I think they both ought to go to prison.' However, as Hammett recalls, it was the 1992 MTV show then things truly went down.
Yeah, so a big grudge between Nirvana and GNR. Axl really wanted them to play together, but no way was Kurt getting involved in that. Hello, Janice. You did make me laugh, BC Rich, that Courtney Love had some awesome people skills. I've got a video coming out on the 5th of April that relates to Kurt Cobain. And, hello, Scott Guitars. Good to see you, mate. And thank you for that, Ryan. Really appreciate that. I really do. Thanks, brother. Awesome. So, yeah, what do you think of that? So, it would have been great to have Metallica, GNR, and Nirvana on the same bill. Oh, well, look, that's what Chris Franklin said. Nirvana, GNR, and Metallica all on one bill in their prime. That would have been amazing. It really would. That would have been really, really awesome. So, yeah, I totally agree with you on that. I think that would have been really fun. Let me move. I'm going to move the ones I've done so that I don't accidentally play them again. So we can move Nirvana over to done. Okay, cool. So, any questions? Let me see. Oh, Blackjack Guitars in. Hey, brother. Great to see you in. GNR and Metallica did tour briefly. Wow, I didn't know that. There we go. I had no idea. But that would have been a great show as well. Really good show. So, I'm just catching up on the chat. I can't see any CGSs. Oh, I can. What's up? Hey, bro. Great to see you. So, okie dokie. Right. Well, let's do another video then. I did see back up here that somebody wanted to see Cake in the Rain. It was just after, and it's my brother James Mears. Bless you, bro. So we can do Cake in the Rain, because it's going to take us a while to get through all these videos tonight. Right, here we go.
Few bands in rock history have music videos as epic as Guns N' Roses, especially their trilogy of Don't Cry, November Rain, and Estranged. The storyline behind November Rain is incredibly complex, but one of its biggest mysteries has been solved. Sorry, it's not how Stephanie Seymour's character died. That, we may never know the answer to. It's about the cake scene, and even still, what the heck was up with that? For context, the treatment for the November Rain video was based on Del James's short story, Without You, which is part of his book The Language of Fear. James is a longtime friend of Axl Rose's, and is now actually GNR's road manager. James was inspired to write Without You by Rose's tumultuous relationship with model Erin Everly, whom the singer dated for several years in the late 1980s and married in 1990. By the time Gunn started working on the video for Don't Cry, Everly and Rose were divorced, and the frontman started dating Seymour, who was cast in the music video. Therefore, she also starred alongside Rose and co. in the November Rain video, where she marries the singer and then dies. But, between those two enormous events, we get to see a bit of the wedding reception, which takes place in an outdoor courtyard somewhere. Everyone seems to be having a grand time celebrating the newlyweds, until it starts, raining, and we see someone jump through the wedding cake. Not only did we not know who the man that jumped through the cake is, but why that scene was even added to the video at all. The brave souls over at Vice did a bit of digging, and found some answers. Firstly, it's not former MTV personality Ricky Rachtman, who was good friends with the band and actually did make an appearance in the video. We had been up all night shooting at the Rainbow, Rachtman told Vice. And then we went straight to the wedding reception scene the next morning. Axl wanted it to feel like a real wedding, so all his friends were there. It's why I was there. When I see the video now, it's a lot of faces from the old scene. But the biggest misconception of the whole video is that I was the guy getting thrown through the cake. That wasn't me. Everybody seems to think it was, but it wasn't. Daniel Pearl, a cinematographer who worked with Guns on the trilogy of videos, admitted that he wasn't actually a fan of the scene. I know we shot it very quickly. I have to say that your choice of verb, that we got the actor jumping through the cake, it is jumping. It's not like he just falls through it or anything. When we shot it, I went, well, that's no good, man. It looks like the guy jumps into the cake, and we had only one cake. So there it is, that's it. That's what it is. My reaction at the time was that it looked wrong. Andy Morahan directed the videos, and he explained the concept of November Rain as being a bad dream. Which, if you watch the video, you'll notice that there are scenes of Rose going to sleep, suffering from a nightmare and, finally, waking up in a complete state of gasping panic. It's like a bad dream. It was deliberately over the top. It's an allegory. When Daniel Pearl goes, oh, I didn't really like the guy going through the cake, I'm not saying it's a joke, but it is supposed to be a tongue-in-cheek bad dream, where everything just goes to shit. For me, that scene was like pissing on the wedding reception in The Godfather. It's an upside-down nightmare version of that wedding, Morahan described. As far as the cake scene goes, the director remembered that they'd already dumped all of the rain they had for the scene, so they just let it happen and shot the footage. Turns out, we still don't know exactly who jumped through the cake. Morahan originally edited the snippet of the cake jump out of the final video, though. So why did it end up in the finished product? Because Axl Rose wanted it there, that's why. I agree with Daniel. It looked a little bit too jokey to me, Morahan confessed. But then I showed the cut to Axl, and he said, where's the cake? I love the cake, so we put it back in. And guess what? It was the first music video from the 1990s to reach 1 billion views on YouTube, so obviously the whole team did something right. We still have a lot of questions about it, like how the chapel was in the middle of a desert for Slash's solo, but not when Rose and Seymour came out the front doors after the ceremony. But sometimes mystery is what keeps things interesting.
I'm so sorry. I was just saying hello to Aaron. So there we go. There's a story of the cake out in the November rain. Quite an interesting one. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I know I was muted. I am back now. I have to mute the audio while I'm playing the videos. Otherwise, you hear it delayed, and I really don't want that. So there we go. Let me move that one over. Yep, so there he is. There he is. He's back. He certainly is. And there's my brother Aaron. Love you, bro. So yeah, I think quite a quite an interesting little story there. And I had no idea why that shot was left in, although it was supposed to be a dream of Axel's. So there we go. Ra saying that was an interesting story, just weird. Yeah, it was, absolutely. Isn't that a copyright idea from someone left the cake out in the rain? Absolutely. Love it. Interesting story about it being a dream. Yeah, I didn't know that that was supposed to be a dream. I've watched November Rain probably over 100 times. And didn't know what the story was. So there we are. Hopefully you're all going to be enjoying it. Oh, wow. Rick Beato, what are you doing, my friend? Bless you. Rick has said, happy YouTube birthday, brother. That is so kind of you. I really, really appreciate that, my friend. Let me say a big thank you with one of these. Thank you so much, brother. I really, really appreciate that. Never courted, but always, always appreciated. And yeah, I can't quite believe I've been on YouTube for 9 years today, literally today. So yeah, really, really nice. And a lot of people saying, classy move, Mr. Rick Beato. I thought you'd gone. It's lovely you're still here. We are due to do a video together soon. There has been a little bit of a hiccup on that, my friend. As you can probably hear, my speech is not great at the moment. And I'm hoping that I'm going to get some good news tomorrow, but we just don't know. And I've been trying to think about what we're going to do together. So it's a crazy, crazy, crazy situation. Trilogy of videos are interesting. Yeah, Rick's Ra saying, wow, Rick. Very nice, Rick Beato. He is an absolute sweetheart. I have told you all so many times that Rick is always giving me a call and always, always looking out for me. And he's just a lovely, lovely guy. I watched your little bit on Instagram the other day with you and the huge audience you had. I was so proud and so amazed. It was great, mate. It really, really was. Yes, indeed, a YouTube birthday. Hey, Yvan Shank. Wow, you featured at the start of the video, man. Oh, Aaron, thank you so much. 'Cause you're the man, enough said. Let me give you one of these as well, mate. Thank you so much. Always appreciated, never courted. But there we go. Somebody getting Rick's name wrong there, but much respect. Awesome. Yeah, I really hope I'm going to get some good news. Fingers firmly crossed, my friend. And I'll give you a ring as soon as I know anything, Rick. I will give you a call. James Mears says, wow, 9 years. Yeah, I know. It is crazy. Dennis saying, good to have you, Rick. Well, everybody loves seeing Rick here. Of course, everybody would. In fact, I won't put him on the spot by saying he's welcome to come in, but I will send you a link, Rick, in case you would like to come in for just a few moments. I'm going to send it to you on WhatsApp. So just on the off chance, in case you want to come in, I will send it to you. But I know that it's early in the morning over there, and I'm pretty sure that you've got plenty of stuff going on. But I will send you this link, my friend, just in case. There we go. I have sent it. Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to do a video with you, and I'm going to put it out there to my wonderful audience to say, what would you like to see me and Rick do on a video? Because I've been trying to think of something that would be really, well, appropriate for somebody that's got the caliber of musical genius that Rick has, and I've been at a complete loss to know what to do with Rick. So I think it'd be great to have your ideas and let me know what you think. Oh, well, there you go. Aaron met Rick at the Nova party a few summer nams back, and it's true, he was he is one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. He really is. Music therapy, lads. Bless you. Happy YouTube birthday, Mike. Have a pint of your favourite beverage on me and Maximus. Well, thank you so much, brother. I'm going to give you one of these as well. Yeah, really, really appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. You are so kind, and it is always very much appreciated. So yeah, I did music therapy, Laz. I did kind of say to Rick, has he got any ideas? But I think it's really my responsibility to ask for something and work out what we do together. I just know that it'd be great to catch up with Rick. He is such a lovely, lovely guy. Tips on playing live might be cool for a vid. Yeah, could well be. He does all of those little shorts now, and I love the shorts on YouTube because they're kind of at my level as well. A lot of the theory and stuff goes a little bit over my head, but the shorts are really great, and I often play along and come up with some good ideas from those. Tall Thin Kev says, not joking, but playing an instrument you've never played before. Not too pricey, mind. Wow, good idea. Very, very good idea. Mikey Newman's here. Hey, mate. You featured in the patrons video tonight. I really appreciate your patronage. It's my 9th anniversary. So really, really pleased to see so many of you in tonight. It's lovely. Yeah, there you go. Love Rick's Instagram shorts. He puts them out on Insta and on YouTube. So it's Rick Beato 1 on Instagram, and Rick Beato, obviously, you will all be subbed to him already. So let's see. What about something about British versus American guitar amp gear history, or something along those lines? That is not a bad idea. The thing is, you see, I see Rick as such a great resource for all things music, that I really feel that would be amazing to do. Oh, hello. I've just got a WhatsApp. I must shut that down. So there we go. Sorry about that. So I just think that because of Rick's knowledge of music, it would be really great to find something to do with music, not necessarily theory. We did an interview back at GitCon, actually. If you haven't seen it, it's very, very worth a watch. I called it What Makes This Man Great, and he certainly is. So there we go. Hey, Eastern Ray, great to see you. There we go. Phil says, love the theory stuff. It's a bit beyond me, but sinks in here and there. Yeah, I find that as well. But he's also just a great teacher. Oh, thank you, Mikey. Really appreciate that, brother. Happy YouTube birthday. Let me give you one of these. Thank you so much. Never courted, but always very, very much appreciated. And check out the start of the video. You did feature, and you will feature from now on as well. Phil says, Jazz Curious. Wow. Okay. Poo Ninja saying, throw some thumbs up. Bless you, Poo Ninja. Really, really appreciate that. I think we have 47 of you in and 28 likes already. Thank you so much. And Bam Mozzie saying, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, that would be absolutely awesome if you get a chance. Right, we have a few more videos to look at. So you let me know what you want to see. Would you like to see an acoustic guitar from Gear Street? Would you like to see a bit about new Guns N' Roses material? Would you like to know which of the Guns N' Roses tunes was actually attributed to all of the band? Or would you like to know how George scuppered Slash? I will go with the first thing I see. Let's have a look. Thumbed it. Okay, love it. Oh, Grumpy Mike. Hey, man. Bam Mosley says something about GNR. New GNR. There we go. Sean Hockey got in first. Let's do that. Let's have a look at the new GNR stuff that's coming out. Here we go.
Slash says more new Guns N' Roses music is coming. Slash has revealed that there is more new music from Guns N' Roses on the way soon, and some fresh tracks could arrive before they begin their next stint of shows. The band released 2 new singles last year in Absurd and Hard School, with both tracks stemming from the sessions for the infamous Chinese Democracy album. The guitarist has explained that those tracks weren't the only pieces of new material the band had been planning to release. There is new material coming, everybody's always asking, Slash told Consequence of Sound. I would imagine that there will be 1 or 2 songs that come out around the time that we hit the road in June. Speaking about playing and touring with GNR and frontman Axl Rose, again, he added, it's been great. We got back together and it was really sort of like one of those huge question marks, and it was only to do the Coachella festivals, really. And it just snowballed into this tour that's really been sort of going ever since then. But we've had a blast doing it, and I'm really happy that finally after all those years of negativity and whatnot, that we got past all that, and managed to get together and go out and play. This isn't the first time Slash has spoken about the possibility of more new Guns N' Roses music. Last month, the guitarist explained that the band would probably keep putting out material that's been sitting around for a while, until they had released a whole record's worth. As far as new Guns is concerned, we haven't even gotten to that point of really in earnest sitting down and writing, he said, but added that the process of going through previously unreleased tracks was cool. I'm enjoying working on the stuff and having a good time doing it. Before that, bassist Duff McKagan said that the reunited band were working on a new album in 2019, noting that he'd heard some magnificent stuff that Rose had been working on. The album is real, he said. But the fun part and the cool part about Guns N' Roses is we don't really talk about it. What happens next just happens. I don't mean to get anybody rabid. Our day will happen when it happens, that's for sure.
So what do you think of new Guns N' Roses material coming out? Personally, I love it that bands from my youth are still making records. Let's just hope they are good ones.
Yes, indeed. Let's hope they're good ones. So Mikey Newman asked, who's going to see the show in May? Hopefully some of you are. Johnny Love wanted to see the bit about George, and so did Tall Thin Kev. That'll be coming up, I promise you. And also Masha T22 wanted to see that as well. So we will get there, I promise you. Pooh Ninja wants to see the footage from Gear Street. I will play them all, my friend, but not all at once. I like to spread them out and get you guys to choose what you like to see. James Mears says, I like the stuff Slash and Miles are doing together. Oh, thank you so much, Eastern Ray. He says, happy birthday, Mike. It's a YouTube birthday, 9 years today. Let me thank you with one of these, my brother. Yep, so there we are. Some new material coming from Guns N' Roses as well, which will be great. It'll be great to see. Thank you again, Eastern Ray. Really appreciate that, my brother. Really kind of you. There we go. Hard school and absurd, but interesting, but I'd hope for something more. Yeah, well, there is more coming, and that is really exciting. I find it great that bands from our youth are still making tracks, which is great. Masha T's loving the new Slash and Conspirator stuff too. Awesome. Yeah, and of course, Slash has got his own solo stuff. Dennis, thank you so much, my friend. No comment, but I have to give you one of these to say thank you, and I'll be drinking to you at the same time. You are all so kind. It's always appreciated, never taken for granted, and it's very kind of you. I don't court these things, but I'm always very grateful. CGS, I saw GNR with Wolf Van Halen's Mammoth. Wow, excellent show. I bet that was an amazing gig. MTL. I wish I was at that myself. Love it. Odin Stand says, I think Axel's voice has really deteriorated. I know that feeling. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I think when he covered in AC/DC, I think he did a pretty good job, actually. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad Brian's back now, but I think he did a pretty good job, and his voice still sounds okay to me. It's never going to be the same as when he was in his prime, but there we go. BC Rich 581 concurs on that point. John Love says, nice one, Mike. Bless you. Shiloh says, Guns N' Roses is why I play guitar and own a Les Paul. Well, bless you, bro. Excellent. And he loves Izzy Stradlin. Absolutely. Oh, Grumpy Mike, bless you, my friend. For the tone jar, and why not have a NA brew, non-alcoholic brew on me, my friend. There we go. It is non-alcoholic. Cheers, my brother. Let me give you one of these while I drink to you. Always very much appreciated. Bless you. Thank you. Just got done playing Mr. Brownstone. Wow, excellent. Yeah, Izzy vanished completely. He's never really resurfaced. Yeah, it was a shame. Here we go. Phil says, I like Axel's voice, but he always seemed to have bad days, even way back. Well, all vocalists have a bad day if they haven't warmed up properly or if they have got a cold. Definitely, I've had terrible cold all this week, and it's really knocked me for six as well. So there we go. Masha T says, I think Axel's voice is best. It's been in a very long time. Once he gets warmed up in the second half of the tour, he sounds really great. I think that was always true. Yeah, it could well be. Shiloh saw GNR in Charlotte in 92 in Columbia. Wow, cool. Hey Dave, good to see you from Ontario, Canada. Lovely to have you in. Right, we have either the video from 42 Gear Street, or you can have the GNR song credited to all of them, or you can have George Harrison Scuppers Slash. Let me know what you think. CGS, have you heard the Pat Boone version of Paradise City? It's different. I'd love to hear that, man, definitely. So let me know what you want to see, and we will look at that next. Okay, there we go. George and George. Okay, you have got it. Let's do that one next.
How George Harrison foiled one of Slash's musical ambitions. Slash lamented that he couldn't get away with using more sitar in his music, because it immediately sounded like the Beatles. George Harrison popularized the Indian instrument in the West after playing it on a number of Beatles tracks, and his studies with master performer Ravi Shankar drew even more attention among Western artists. Slash used a sitar in the track, Spirit Love, on recent solo album 4, but in a New Music Radar interview, the Guns N' Roses guitarist admitted it was hard to avoid the Harrison comparison. I laughed because, when you said George Harrison, that was the one thing I was trying for it not to sound like, he told interviewer Jonathan Horsley. It's true, though. That's what happens whenever you record sitar, it just becomes that cliché. He continued, I think I got away with it this time. There are other times where it has come up. I have a real double-gorded sitar that I got from India, but I can never use it because any time I have ever even attempted to record with it, it just sounds so Ravi Shankar. Slash hoped his approach made the instrument sound different enough. I recorded the sitar through my Marshall, the same setting as my guitar, so it sounds like a sitar but it also sounds like a effing monstrous sitar or something, he explained. Elsewhere in the interview, Slash argued that studio technology was pushing the recording process too far away from the spirit of rock and roll. The human dynamic of people working in the moment, and especially working as an ensemble, there is a lot of little things that go on, he said. There is a lot of communication that really comes across in the playing and the way it sounds, and what we have got into the habit of doing is just producing everything to the point where there is nothing organic about it. He allowed that the tech-heavy approach worked for some genres of music, but not rock. I mean, the advent of the hard drive made people go crazy, and people were making records from all corners of the earth. We were all sending them in, isn't this great? And that was the novelty of it, and I think it has worn off and we are starting to realize that the integrity of the music is totally lost in this fascination with the ability to do that. I think for rock and roll, all of the greatest rock records, for the most part, are done pretty much in a live setting, or in a very stripped down, raw setting where everybody is playing more or less together, and I think that is something that comes across in what you're hearing. You can't put your finger on it. It's there, and it's something that makes records exciting. Being in a rock and roll band is to be able to go in and be as good as any of those people that didn't have the luxuries of what we have today, where they only had 3 takes and they were out.
Okay, so there we are. There was the fact that George Harrison scuppered Slash by stopping him from playing the sitar. I love the idea of putting the sitar through the Marshall stack. That was pretty incredible. And so, yeah, we are down to our last two videos tonight. We've got one from Gear Street, which is an acoustic, and one GNR song. Can you guess, before we play it, what GNR song was credited to every single one of the players in the band? Let me know. See if you can get it. That would be great if you could. Yeah, I see we've gone back to the Sheryl Crow Sweet Child of Mine cover. Love it. Unlike No Spark, hey, it's good to see you. I'm feeling well. Voice is a little bit dodgy, but I'm going back to London tomorrow for another EMG test to see if we can work out what's going on. Grumpy Mike wants the Gear Street one, so does Bam Mozzie. Master T says, yeah, why not play sitar through a Marshall? Break those rules. Jolly Love, it's not patience. Hey, the Lamb, good to see you, man. Oh, I think somebody's got it. Love it. Okay, let me see. Let's play it because I think one of my wonderful patrons has got the answer. Here we go.
The song's chorus to go. Take me down to the paradise city where the girls are fat and they've got big titties. True to form, the guitarist felt the grass is green line to be a little, I don't know, sentimental. Thankfully, the rest of the band overruled him on the basis that the line would make the song impossible to play on the radio. What they perhaps didn't realize is that the non-specific nature of that line would also allow listeners to imagine their own hometown as a sort of paradise city, a feature that has undoubtedly aided the track's enduring appeal. What do you think of Guns N' Roses, and particularly the track, Paradise City? I was a big G and R fan way back in the day. Only ever saw them live once, but they were awesome live. They had such a huge impact on the music scene when Appetite for Destruction came out. We have covered the Slash Appetite guitar a few times. Made by Chris Dereg. Will there ever be another Guns N' Roses in our lifetime? Or do you think that kind of anthemic, stadium-based rock and roll is now over forever? It's great to have memories of the good old days, but it seems now music has moved on and in a new direction. Personally, I don't think rock music will ever completely die. At least not while us old rockers are still around to enjoy it. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, so you got it, Jake Lee. And also, I think Sean Hockey got it as well. It was Paradise City. I didn't know about the issues between Vince Neil and Axl Rose, but I will look out for that. So there we go. Yeah, they were all together in a van. You're absolutely right, and wrote together. Yeah, all good. CGS, good to see you. Fingers crossed everything is all right. Take good care. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. Pat Boone incoming. Okie dokie. Right, we have got one more video to show and we're at 52 minutes. We better show it. Would you like to see an acoustic from 42 Gear Street? I think we'll have to get on with it. Otherwise, we're not going to be away in an hour. Let's do it. guys, and welcome back to 42 Gear Street number 3. Now, you may think that I've treated this guitar with some reverb and chorus, but actually that's not the case, because this guitar has it built in. So you've got a little switch here which you can switch it on and off. So if I switch it off, it sounds like this. But then if I push this middle switch, I've got the chorus up full and the reverb up full at the moment, so it sounds exactly as it was at the start. Now, let's take the chorus off and just turn up the volume of this guitar, and let's just put a little bit of reverb on. Let's start the room reverb. You can just hear that in the background, and then let's take it up to like a hall. Yeah, it's a very, very clever guitar, I have to say. We can take that reverb all the way to the max, so it's as loud as it can be. So you can hear it does have a really, really nice reverb on it. This is not a unique thing to Yamaha, but it's a really, really great idea. Yeah. I think you'll agree, it really sounds nice. I'm quite fond of this guitar. It's quite a small body guitar. It's called the LSTA by Yamaha. The burst is perhaps not my style exactly, and it's got tons of fingerprints all over it because it's been played by everybody. But I thought I'd show you it because I really think that maybe going out and busking, just putting a battery in this is so much easier than carrying around an amplifier and an effects unit. So this might appeal to people like Dovidas, for example, going out and playing and having the reverb and the chorus built into the guitar. I'm gonna give you another little demo of it. This is with everything up full, and let's just see how it sounds. And I think you'll agree that that really, really does sound nice. It sounds nice. Oh, hello. I didn't turn it off. It sounds nice even with the effects off. But of course, the extra effects really add to the tone. And I think this would really suit somebody, as I say, busking. And I think it would be great for a singer-songwriter to be able to take a guitar with its own inbuilt effects to a party or maybe to a demo or even to an audition. So yeah, this is the Yamaha LS TA with the built-in chorus and reverb. So there it is, guys. As always, I just do the mediocre average guitar player demo, and you guys do the review in the comments section down below. And I'm really keen to know what you think of the idea of building in chorus and reverb into an acoustic guitar. Let me know in the comments section. I look forward to reading what your thoughts are, and also I'll try and reply to as many as I can. I'll be back with tons more of the best content I can bring you just as soon as I can. But in the meantime, as always, my friends, you take good care. Okay, so there we go. That was a real fun guitar to play. Yes, it was all built in.